Who will take care of my children? Is there a child protection policy in place? Are the dorms safe? How are the adults?
He intended only to come to King's for a short time to learn some introductory Arabic. His parents wanted him to learn the language. And he ended up staying to graduate from King's. When you're considering a huge move and a huge life choice, maybe the first one of this nature that a family might be considering, or the first big choice that a student might be making on their own, is a huge deal. And the best advice that I can offer is to ask the right questions and trust your instincts. I think instincts are a really important part of this process, but there's some questions that can be helpful. And the first one is to really view the school through the lens of, am I going to be welcomed and cared for there? That's the most basic thing that a student taking the big chance to study abroad should be asking. And then there are some logistical factors that families might want to consider as well. How will they support international students studying abroad with things like visas and airport transportation and accommodation for families if they're planning to come and visit? How far is it from a major city, and how accessible is transportation? Those are some important questions for international families to consider. Another really, and I think this is honestly the most important thing, is for families to ask themselves, am I going to feel othered at this school? How will I balance retaining what's important to me about my own culture while embracing a new one at the same time? And how big are those differences between my culture and the school's culture? How wide is that gap between mine and the school's, and how will that feel? Will the differences be celebrated and embraced, or will they make me feel a little less comfortable than I deserve to feel? A student taking the big risk to study for high school in another country should feel as comfortable as possible, and they should feel that their culture is embraced and celebrated, and that they're able to retain that which they love and embrace those new things that are appealing to them. So I think those are some of the most important questions, logistical and philosophical. But by considering all of those different things, they should be able to make a comfortable choice. And I think King's is an amazing community for students from around the world. It is such a diverse place. I think international students here at King's feel that they're able to, exactly as we hope they would, retain what they love about their own and embrace an amazing new culture. Well, there is an international student I would like to tell you a little bit about, and he graduated in May, and he's about to start university in the United States at Georgetown. He's studying in the School of Foreign Service, and Ianji intended only to come to King's for a short time to learn some introductory Arabic. His parents wanted him to learn the language, and he ended up staying to graduate from King's. He stayed for the duration of his high school experience here. And at graduation at King's, to celebrate the language and how important language study is to us here at King's, and the value and the importance that it has for communication, we ask non-native speakers of each language that we teach here to give remarks at graduation, give a welcome. And this student, Ianji from Beijing, gave the Arabic message at our commencement celebration this year. And I was sitting next to native Arabic speakers who thought, oh my goodness, his pronunciation is perfect. And I thought that was a real mark not only of his effort to learn the language, but more importantly, Ianji really embraced the culture here at King's. He learned Dabka, which is a style of dance native to the region, and he was inspired to do his future study at the Georgetown School of Foreign Service by the faculty that he met here, and the way in which so many of the faculty here had embraced learning about different cultures. And that really inspired him and his future course of study. So what I think was so remarkable about Ianji was that he truly embraces the culture of the Middle East that he came to know here at King's. He didn't adopt different practices or get interested in different things because he thought it would help him fit in. He embraced it because he really loved it. And I think there's a key difference there that international students must really consider when they're thinking about studying abroad. Will they be able to embrace and love the culture as Ianji did here at King's, or will they feel they have to adopt it to fit in? There's a really big difference. And Yinji is an example of what we would hope for any international student. So the culture and traditions of the Middle East are alive, and they flow through every aspect of King's. Students who study here from abroad will get to know so many things that too few people in the world really understand. They'll get to pick up on the beauty and the nuance of the culture here in the Middle East and the Arab world. And there are too few people outside of the Arab world who appreciate that beauty and all those nuances. And our King's Academy graduates who came here to study from abroad are some of those few people. Not only the language, but also things like what's manaish, which is a delicious bread with olive oil and za'atar on it. They'll know that. They'll know what iftar is. They'll have tasted Arabic coffee and Turkish coffee. They'll understand what Ramadan is, and that there are 2 different Eid breaks. So there are 2 different Eid holidays. So they'll know so many things that too few people know. And those are just some little things that could make a big difference and demonstrate cultural competency. On a more practical scale, of course, we have opportunities for kids to go and experience things like markets, practice using their language to buy things and to order things. They'll have a chance to, and so that language study and that language fluency is a really important part of King's, and it's really an important part of what we're trying to do here, creating leaders of the future for this region, of course, but also for the world. The importance of using language at King's, it has an incredible opportunity to really align with the mission, because for the future of this region and the world, that respectful dialogue, that exchange of ideas, that ability to articulate points is really, really critical. So I think that's an important part of K2 and how the curriculum and our region play together. And of course, one of the really exciting things is that students will get to explore different areas of Jordan. We really encourage them to get out and experience many of the cultural sites that we have here, whether it's Petra, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and riding a camel, to going camping at Wadi Rum with His Majesty. A month or so before graduation, our seniors get to have that incredible and rare privilege. Real dialogue, real conversation in a very intimate setting with one of the most important and foremost diplomats, leaders, and thinkers in the world. And that's a truly rare thing that not many students can say that they have. And that's something that we're very fortunate.
Great question. And I know parents are all very concerned about college counseling and looking for that competitive edge. I would just say, quite simply, the mere fact that a student enrolls at King's Academy, whether it be in our Arabic year program, a 4-year program, a 3-year program, that is already a competitive edge. To get out of one's comfort zone, to go to a strange country in a foreign land, I don't know what other competitive edge a student can have. They may be able to find internships, summer programs, do some sort of research, but just being in this community and learning about other students. I went to a boarding school that was very diverse. It was originally one of the most diverse boarding schools. And I treasured that experience because my classmates were endlessly fascinating. They were from around the world, and it developed in me a sense of empathy about how to learn about other people and how to improve yourself at the same time. I went abroad, lived in Spain with a family, and this is essentially what the students are doing here. Jordanians are very welcoming people. They welcome these students into their houses on weekends. It's a remarkably enriching experience, and they leave speaking Arabic. So some students may leave speaking their native language, Arabic. We also have Chinese, French, and Spanish. But I would say this is the most enriching experience I've seen for kids, to be in this environment, especially at this time. And we live the vision and the mission of King's Academy, and that's for shared future of peace and prosperity.